is Cheryl Andrea Eberly.
Esmeralda Amesqua.
Sania Tahir.
Jessica Bell.
Migration is the only story I've known.
I guess my whole life is migration. My whole family, it's migration. I mean, for the past, if I can count back 5 generations, no one in my family, my direct line, has ever died in the same place they were born in.
I was born in Michoacan, Mexico. When I hear the word alien, it's not very nice, but instead of seeing it as a burden, I see it as a huge blessing because I am united with my family again. I think one of the best experiences in my life was seeing my dad again after so long and hearing his voice saying, "Ya llegaste, ya estás aquí." And just feeling him hold me. And I think it's very hard for a lot of us, you know, just living a simple life, trying to get through, because there is this image everybody has of us where we're supposed to work in the fields, we're supposed to work cleaning toilets, and that's not how I see it. I mean, I've lived here for 12 years of my life, and I am very proud to be Mexican, but I was raised here. This is my home.
I was 15, so when my mom applied for the green card lottery, that's how I got here. But the way they did the green card lottery back then, I think it was 1991, she would have to come back to Malaysia, and then we had to go to the American embassy. And it was a scary place because it was my first time seeing like American soldiers. I remember not wanting to move to America. It was because I would have to leave my grandmother.
My great-grandfather on my maternal line, he immigrated from Mexico when he was 8 years old, and their civil war was going on there. On my father's side, he was adopted as a baby from Colorado. He's Native American. We just know that he's Sioux. We don't really know exactly what part of that he is.
I went to get educated in France. My mom later came back to be a professor at the university. So my mother moved to Italy, and I was born there. And my dad was a diplomat for the United Nations. Later on, my father was moved to Egypt, and I spent 9 years of my life there. Then my father retired, and my mother had entered the lottery for the American citizenship, so we got a green card. So after my father got his retirement, he decided to move to California, mostly for education, because when you have a Libyan passport, you're not gonna get far away. What I'm very much interested in this project is how we talk about migration within this context of politics, geography, etc., and kind of extricate the human lived experience of it. We don't hear the story. We hear, oh, this history, like this narrative of historical figures like dictators, borders, military, bombs, but we never hear how people like deal with these things and how it affects them on the daily and how it comes to form them, but at the same time how they come to enrich our everyday, how we're always in contact with these people, even though there may be like layers of separation, there's still something in common that's brought us together within these places.
This project is not only to get the stories recorded for future generations, to hear how, you know, their family, their ancestry accomplished things, where they came from, what they went through, but also so people that might never have the opportunity to be exposed to these kinds of things can get a personal interaction with someone that they never would have met any other way.
I hope they pour their soul into interviews like this, you know, not just a casual little paragraph that they might have thought of or written. You know, I want them to be as honest as they could, because we tend to put this barrier in front of us, like I said before, where it's okay, everything's all right, nothing's happening, but we need to open our eyes and we need to realize what we're fighting for, what we came for, and what we're gonna make out of it. And it's a really long process that I'm willing to go for.
I think I want to be able to have the participants in it, and also the people that, you know, participate in it from a historical point of view, see just how connected we are. That we all have the same stories and the same struggles. We're all migrating one form or another, because the story of human life is migration. You migrate from one phase of life to another phase of life with no idea what is ahead of you.